with Andor having had its season final, I figured I'd share something that I scored for free at a season final for The Mandalorian Season 3. Yes, I know it was a few years ago, but well. So, this Black Series figure, everyone who attended the premiere of The Mandalorian, or at least in my city, ended up of the final episode scored this when we walked into the cinema. They were just all it was either on our seats or underneath it, and I think it was on it. And that was a fun thing. Like, I'd got invited by a mate. Like, a mate of mine's partner wasn't able to go with him, and he put out the call through social media of, okay, who wants to come with me to this? And I'm like, yep. I did not understand what the premiere is actually like, so I was in a hurry to get into the actual theatre itself, and didn't really take advantage of the activities out the front, outside of it. Nor did I really have much in the way of costuming ready at the time. But I digress. That was a few years ago now. And where is a sharp object? This has been waiting for me to do an actual unboxing on it here on the channel for ages, and I just haven't got to it. So, during, I think it was season 2 of The Mandalorian, he ends up doing a passenger run with someone who, for whatever reason, can't go through hyperspace with their eggs, and they end up being essentially shot down on a frozen planet that wasn't Hoth or Renvar. Thank fuck. Don't get me wrong, I love Renvar, and I like Hoth, but reusing the same planets would have been boring. Same planet would have been, either of those two, just for that would have been boring. Plus, it gave the opportunity for new critters. These hideous things. So, I'm just going to pull the packaging out of the way, because that's not what you're here for. The insert is an insert and is kind of boring. Plastic packaging is decent though. So first off, spider! Oop, actually broke it. I am not a fan of spiders. Or creepy space spiders. But I could make use of this with terrain, in gaming terrain with like Star Wars Legion. I mean, got any painted up? Any ones that are ready yet? No, not yet. Closest to a painted up one I've got at the moment is, I've got some of these, or I've got Rebel Troopers, but they're, or Rebel Veterans. I mean, we've got, like, I haven't got them immediately accessible. We've got baby Grogu who's just eaten the egg. I'm going to grab a turntable and put, let's just, like, we've got baby Grogu here. Cheeky little bugger. Like, yeah, I'd be leaving a bad review for Mando too. Wait. Come on. We've also got his blaster pistol and the disintegrator rifle. Pretty sure the disintegrator rifle doesn't survive the end of season 2. Does the holster actually fit the pistol into it? Huh, it does. Assuming you can get it past it, you can actually put the pistol in there. So this is before he has the Darksaber for all of like one season in Book of Boba Fett, so not very long. But yeah, like they've put on the. Where's my screen gone dark? They've put on. Oh, we haven't even got a light on. Maybe that'll help illuminate the situation, and I'll bump the tripod. But yeah, we've got the disintegrator rifle. We've got some spare ammo. Bandolier on his leg. We've got bits and pieces of his armor plates and his Beskar. Snow cope. See the back of him there with what I'm assuming is the mounting point from the main fit from a different version of this sculpt to mount the jetpack on. This doesn't come with a jetpack, but I'm fairly certain a few others do. But yeah, like one or two of those spiders was not a threat. Dozens of them? Hundreds? Yeah, they became a threat real fast. A little baby Go-Gurt over here just would not make things easy because he's just like, hey, yummy looking thing. And it's like, oh boy, don't eat the strange egg on a strange planet. That's not a good thing. And it turns out to, in fact, not be a good thing. Yeah. So, yeah. I might double check what the actual colour of the eyes is and paint them up at some point to look a bit more realistic, because having a squad of rebel troopers fight this thing off in a corridor might be kind of cool. I mean, I do want to make Renvar, and there is that huge ice corridor section. It's honestly wasted space on the map, but as far as for tabletop gaming, but at the same time, could be fun. I mean, yeah, my feelings on the Mandalorian is season 1 and 2 were really good. The second half of Book of Boba Fett technically was season 3 of Mandalorian, but realistically, I'm going to be honest, they should have kept Din Djarin's story arc in The Mandalorian. I get that, they had Grogu there to actually save the day, but surely Boba is owed a favour by at least one other person with the Force. And given his current state, if Ventress is still alive by then, I haven't watched all of the Tales of the Underworld series yet, because I haven't got current subscription for Disney Plus. I can't say whether or not she survives the Empire yet. Don't spoil that in the comments, people. We don't need to ruin people's days with that, because there's always someone who wants to, but is also not going to, because they're not horrible. But yeah, this has been like, these are a neat set. Would I say to buy them? If you really like the look of them with snow on them, like, apart from the spider, these could work in a nativity scene. If you want to do a real, well, not a nativity scene, but, well, maybe a snowy nativity scene. If you wanted to do a Star Wars themed one and wanted, for the child not to be in in his little hover pod. But yeah, the sculpting on the figure is decent. I can say, as I said, I pointed out what is likely the mounting point for the jetpack. The spider's design is creepy. I mean, that's the job. But yeah, it's going back in the box. It'll be useful eventually, but yeah. So I don't really know what else to say. Season 3 of Mandalorian was different. It was interesting. it was cool to see the Mandalorian people essentially rebuilt, but I don't know where you take um, things after that. I mean, the Darksaber got destroyed, so Mandalorians no longer have their Excalibur. Um, Not unless, Din suddenly proves himself worthy of the Force and Luke ends up training him. But if that happens, then he'll be in danger. Um, of, being Kylo Ren, and I don't think any of us want that. In terms of scale, here's how he scales to the Sister of Battle figure. I'm not grabbing an Imperial Knight. But, yeah, that's kind of how he scales. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. The premiere was fun. I didn't make proper use of it because I didn't really understand what an actual proper premiere for something is. I just thought it was treated like the opening night of a movie, when in fact there was far more to it. And maybe if I go to another premiere at some point in the future, I'll do things differently. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and may the Force be with you. They just keep coming! Get on those guns! Twat, twat, twat.